Diesel, Diesel. Diesel, Diesel, sit. Monkey, sit. Very good. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Dave with Golden Gate Lab Rescue broadcasting from Labrador News Network, along with my sidekick, Diesel. Hi, Diesel. How are you today? Diesel's like, I get paid, don't I? Don't I get paid for starting on Instagram and starting on Facebook? You're absolutely right. Anyway, we're broadcasting today because it is Giving Tuesday, where we are collecting donations for dogs to rescue. Golden Gate Lab Rescue rescues between 250 and 300 dogs a year in the greater San Francisco Bay Area. And some people have asked, well, what the heck did COVID do to Lab Rescue? And I can tell you, well, during March, April, and May, we really saw a significant decrease in the labs coming through our program, so our adoptions really throttled back. That, and we just sort of contracted and didn't really want to deal with people face to face. So that created some challenges. But we got a little smarter on implementing some COVID protocols, and we got back in business. And during COVID, since March, we've adopted about 93, 94 dogs. So dogs are still being surrendered to us from owners. They're still coming from shelters. And we have a wonderful foster family that we send out to all of our volunteers and volunteer fosters that care for the dogs while they're in our program. Anyway, let's get to the news. Labrador News Network, what's the latest? Hey, the latest is, let's zoom in there. $24,800 that we've been raised so far on the Giving Tuesday platform. That is awesome. And what I want to tell you right now is it's matching time. So we are matching right now some, your donations will be doubled. Will be doubled, absolutely. $100 becomes $200. One bone becomes 2 bones. Right, Diesel? Diesel's like, okay, I can live with that. Okay, Diesel, I need you to come back over here because I need to tell a bedtime story. Okay, Diesel? I'm going to tell you a bedtime story here. And this is a doggy bedtime story for you, Diesel. So, once upon a time, there was a wonderful chocolate lab that was found as a stray after she got hit by a car. And her front left leg was shredded by the car. The vets called it degloved. That means the skin and the muscle is all peeled back to the bone, exposing the bone, and yeah, it's pretty gross. Anyway, this dog went into a local shelter who immediately contacted us because they were getting ready to amputate the leg. And we said, I don't think so. We rushed her over to Bishop Ranch in San Ramon, the vets over there, and they did a fabulous job. They patched her up, got her on the road. We got her into a foster home in Livermore, and we named her Gracie. What do you think of that, Diesel? Well, there was a lot of bandage changes at the vet over several months and rehabilitation, a lot of cone action here. They all went well. We had a lot of volunteers that drove her back and forth to the vet. Her leg healed up nicely, and eventually, holy cow, she regained full use of that leg. What do you think of that, Diesel? That pretty good? Diesel, am I losing you here? Sorry, okay. And the end, of course, is adopted by a wonderful family. And Gracie is going to be coming up, we hope, live, either on Facebook or Instagram. I'll look at the schedule in a minute. You will be able to see Gracie with her adopters in a little bit. Hey, now that was a rescue. Gracie is living happily ever after. What do you think of that story, Diesel? Was that pretty good? Huh? Diesel goes, yes, I'll say yes for a treat. Anyway, speaking about schedules, let's talk about the schedule for the next few hours here. We've got a number of dogs that are going to be coming up on Instagram and on Facebook. And let's see, where is Gracie? Oh my God, there is 145. 145 on Facebook. You want to see Gracie and Eric Billings, her adopter. But there are some other fantastic dogs. 12:15, just in another 10 minutes on Instagram. You're going to want to see Shantae. I'm sorry, Shantae. Shantae, I always pronounce that wrong. Why Shantae on Instagram? Shantae is the cover girl of our 2021 calendar. Shantae, you can see, she only has 3 legs. That does not stop her from paddleboarding up in the North Bay. So Shantae and her wonderful adopter are going to be introducing themselves to all of you people. That is again on Instagram. Instagram, where's the schedule? Yeah, Instagram at 12:15. But look at all the other dogs that we have lined up here. They are all with their adopters, just hanging out. So a lot of doggy palooza happening here. Speaking of doggy palooza, we talk about what Lab Rescue spends. All right, Diesel, we got to get the camera down to you a little bit here. I'm going to zoom down a little bit. There's Diesel. Diesel, we spend a lot of money on vet bills throughout the years, Diesel. You understand that, right? Okay. Yes, I do. And here's just a snapshot. Last year, oh my gosh, we were up to almost $150,000 last year. This year, because COVID levels much lower, but we're spending, at least so far to date, $80,000 of vet bills. And you see all the different kind of vet bills, all the things that we spend money on. Some things are cheap, microchipping, a vaccination, a heartworm test. But when we get big time, tumor removal, knee surgery, other care requires thousands of dollars for these dogs. So, God, it's really our biggest cost is our vet bill. Just goes through the roof. As I tell some of the leadership in Lab Rescue, I love nothing more than spending lots of money on vet bills for these dogs, because that really means that we're doing some wonderful things with the dogs here. All right, let's get that out of the way. Now we did receive a bid so far on the quilt, and if you didn't catch it earlier, we've got a wonderful quilt that was made by one of our volunteers. See if I can hold it up here. I'm going to hold up the whole quilt here, spread it out for you all to see. Here we go. It's the Hunting Labs quilt. Fantastic. We've got a bid of $300. $300 is the bid for this quilt so far. Again, silent auction. What you want to do is you want to send an email to david.c.ely@sbcglobal.net. Again, that's david.c.ely@sbcglobal.net. That will come to me, your name and your bid, and we'll get you on there. Again, the current bid is $300 for the quilt right now. We're going to be taking it up to about 8 o'clock tonight. I think 7:30 or so, cutting off the bids. 8 o'clock p.m. live on Labrador News Network. We will be announcing the winner of the quilt and asking them to make a donation of their bid amount to the Giving Tuesday site. So you go, gosh, I want to give the Giving Tuesday. How do I do that today? There are 3 ways to get to the Giving Tuesday site. You can go on Facebook. I think we've got a link posted on our Facebook page. On our Instagram, I know we've got a link there because I used it once already this morning. Or if you want to go over onto our website, 3 places, you'll see the Giving Tuesday link, and that's where we want you to donate. Why? Because right now, gosh, there are matching funds there. If you throw $200 at us, if you throw $10 at us, it's going to get doubled. $20. If you throw $25, man, it's going to get up to $50. So you consider yourself, you are a force multiplier on donating to Golden Gate Lab Rescue right now for that. Okay, so anyway, that's what's happening. Let's see, what's the current bid amount right now at? Let me go check here. Oh my God, we just cleared the $25,000 threshold. We're at $25,025 on for donations right now. So that's awesome. We're not even halfway through the day here, and we are just charging right ahead here. So, gosh, what have we done in the past couple minutes here? We shared a little bit about Gracie and her story. We talked about the vet bills, all the expenses that we have in our biggest expense category through the veterinarians. We visited with Diesel a little bit. He's lying down. I've got a surprise for Diesel here that I'm going to reach behind here. Hi, Diesel. Because earlier, he's looking for this. You see, I had pulled this out earlier, this frozen bone. Diesel, hey, monkey. Diesel. Oh, look what I got. He's like, that's where my bone went. That's where my bone went. He's like, I am good now. Will you leave me alone? Stop messing with me so I can chew on my bone. He is our dog. He's a failed foster, though. This guy, Diesel, was, we adopted him a few years ago. We had Diesel. He's like, he wants to hide now. There you are, Diesel. We adopted him about 6.5 years ago. He was owned by a nurse who worked 12-hour days. He was 10 months old, 75 pounds, destroying her house. She suddenly realized that. She reached out to us, and we found him. Right, Diesel? Diesel's like, I got my bone. I am totally good here. Moving that down so you can see a little bit. Right, Diesel? He's one happy dog. He is one happy dog for that. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and sign off now. We're signing off from Labrador News Network. We're going to be back broadcasting at 3 o'clock, because 3 o'clock p.m. is Power Hour. It's Power Hour at 3 p.m. today. Between 3 and 4, we want to maximize not the dollar amount during that hour, the number of individual donors, the number of unique individual donors that come into Lab Rescue between 3 and 4. We will maybe get a prize out of it. Maybe get a $1,000 bonus from the Giving Tuesday people. Anyway, that's it from Lab News Network. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you at 3 o'clock. Keep following all the Facebook and the Instagram live posting of all our great dogs and all of our wonderful adopters. I know Diesel is totally focused today on Giving Tuesday, and we want you to be too. Okay? Take care. We'll see you soon.